Hello, Gunners. Welcome again. And this is the Gooner Army. We give you all the latest news in the world of Arsenal. And if you're an Arsenal fan, don't forget to check out the channel and see what we have to give you on the latest about an Arsenal. As an Arsenal fan, we have lots of news. We have that passion and that hunger to win the tournament after 22 years. And we've not won the Premier League in a long while. And this year, it seems we are about to get it. But somehow, we are scared that it might not happen. This is the Gooner Army. I will weekly give you the rundown, the latest news, transfer, and everything all about Arsenal. This is for Arsenal and for the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Today, the first news we'll be talking about is what just happened yesterday. Arsenal, for the first time in its history, qualified for 2 consecutive semi-finals. They played out a boring, goalless draw against Sporting Lisbon. And even though lots of people are still mad with what happened on Saturday against Bournemouth, but bottom line is they've qualified for the semi-final. And the question is, how will they thrive in the semi-finals? It's going to be against Atletico, a team they've already trashed in the league stage of the Champions League. But the question now is, can they repeat that feat? Remember, in the group stage last season, Arsenal defeated PSG, and when they met again in the semi-final, they were whitewashed and they were defeated soundly and couldn't progress into the finals. This time around, will Arsenal repeat that? Or this is an opportunity for them to move ahead? But why a lot of fans are concerned, and I am personally concerned, is right now, in the past 1 week or two, they've not been playing really good. And there's this complaint going on that these guys are not playing well. But finally it dawned. Southampton kicked Arsenal out of the FA Cup. At the finals of the Carling Cup, they were soundly beaten by Manchester City. And now in the Premier League, they were already leading 9 points, hoping that at least we'll create a 12 gap margin between us and Manchester City. They were beaten by Bournemouth again. And this week, their next match is going to be against Manchester City in the Premier League. And it's more or less like a do or die. Good for us now. They progress 1-0 on aggregate against Sporting Lisbon. A very good side also. But they prove that defensively, Arsenal are strong. They are very good. But the question now remains, can we progress? Can we do the needful? Because right now, injuries, knocks, some players just not in form. And the question is, how will Arsenal deal with this situation? Julian Timber is out. Ben White is not in form. And what do you do? That right back. In the left wing is Calafiori is out injured. And Nkape, not too sound, but is there. Luis Kelly, the coach doesn't trust him. What will be done to that? How do you deal with that? In the midfield, Odegaard, the captain, has not been playing for some time now, is injured. Bukayo Saka also injured. Manuel Madueke was brought in for him, even though he was somehow injured, but he played and he was taken out, probably injured. We don't know if it's just a knock, a bruise, or how long it's going to take him. So the lot of players are not there 100%. And at this stage of the league, especially when Manchester City is behind you on your neck, you just have to be on that alert. You have to be fit. You have to be ready. But the question is, how is Arsenal going to get out of this? Because if they miss out on winning the Premier League, this is going to be the fourth time coming up second. A lot of people have already been calling for the head of Mikel Arteta. Of course, because the way they've been playing and what they've been doing, because the way they've been playing sounds as if they are too cautious. They are too cautious. So how do we deal with situations like that? Teams, matches that on a good day they should have went for the kill and win it, but somehow they are still, maybe they are scared to come up. Because I remember the first match against Liverpool, which the Arsenal finally lost. I didn't expect them to lose that match because looking at that match, they were just simply too cautious. If we went for the kill, we would have defeated Liverpool. But at the end of the day, they had a very good free kick and the points were gotten by Liverpool. So this coach, some people believe is too scared to lose and thereby keep defending. And what do you expect to happen? If the other opposite team senses something is wrong, they go for the kill. Look at the case of Wolves when they played 2-2 with Wolves, leading 2-0 and allowing the bottom of the table team to come back and steal a point. A lot of matches like that, which they were on course winning, and at the end of the day, they drop points. So how do we deal with that? And as usual, Mikel Arteta will say, come with your lunch, come fully prepared, come fired up to push the team. But if you don't play what the supporters want, nobody's going to be happy. Nobody's going to be happy. You can't be happy with such matches like that. Because things like that can be very, very devastating. So how do we deal with that? Right now, this takes us to Mikel Arteta. And after the game, the goalless draw against Sporting Lisbon, during his press conference, is now saying, we are going with pure fire. The question is that, are you really going there with pure fire? You get everybody right up, prepare for the game, and then you get there, you play what nobody understands. Lots of back passes, misplaced passes. You are attack the team, not going backwards again. That's the most annoying part to me. So he has said he has talked to his players. They should show no fear. They should come with pure fire. And the question now is, would they do that? Because myself personally, I'm not comfortable with the team. I'm scared. Would they do what they have said? Because this game, more or less to me, is like a do or die. It's a must win if you have to checkmate Manchester City. You have to checkmate Manchester City. It's a do or die. There's no beating around the bush. There's no hanky-panky. There's no hiding. The worst that should come out from that match would be a draw. But a win is most important. But the question is, can the team do it? That's why I don't know. Nobody can answer 100%. No, I can't beat my chest fully that, oh, this team is going to do it. So, everybody is scared and want to see how that's going to play out. Another funny thing that happened to the match was that, wasn't funny, but it's something that I feel should be looked into. Declan Rice was named the captain. And he did very well in the absence of Martin Odegaard. And of course, looking at the matches, it's always been a good leader because there are two guys I give that full respect who could be the captain of Arsenal on a full time, if you want to call it that way. Declan Rice, Gabriel Magalhaes. They should be the captain because for me, Odegaard, I don't know what's going on with him. He has totally lost form. Injuries is not even helping him. Funny enough, Bukayo Saka is out injured, and those so-called captains are out injured. For me, just give it to Declan Rice. He's younger, and it shows that he could be a good leader. To me, he should be given this ban. A lot of discussions have been going. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Should it be given to Declan Rice, or Martin Odegaard should retain it, or should we give it to Bukayo Saka or Gabriel Magalhaes? Let me know in the comment section what you feel concerning the captain's armband, because definitely, to me personally, Martin Odegaard is not stepping up. And ahead of the game against Manchester City, as we all hear, always bad news, injuries. Bukayo Saka is injured. Max Doma, the coach, doesn't fully trust him to play on that side of the field. I don't know what, true, he's 16, but he's proved himself that he could do something. I don't know why Mikel Arteta doesn't want to give him the go-ahead. So right now, Mono Madueke, we don't know if he will be injured for the game against Manchester City, or is it going to come back? Maybe it was just a knock. We never can say. For now, it's called an injury scare. We don't know what's going to come out of that at the end of everything. So the Man City match definitely is going to be a very, very important one in the life of Arsenal itself, the management, and supporters. As usual, supporters will always come out to give the full support. But what is needed now, most of the percentage of the job has to be done by the players. Go out there, prove that truly you are an Arsenal. Because the haters, they are waiting in the wings, making fun. Oh, Arsenal are butlers as usual. And the question is, are you truly butlers? We don't want to carry that tag for this long. Let's break these jinx. For me personally, this team has not won anything in a long time. We have never won the Champions League. The last time we won the Premier League more than 20 years ago. FA Cup was won, I think, like 6 years ago. That was in Mikel Arteta's first season. The Carling Cup too, I can't even remember when the last time Arsenal won that. And for me, go in for all tournaments. This is not a time to say, oh, FA Cup is not necessary, Carling Cup not necessary, oh, we won the Champions League. Now, go for everything. And if you're able to break that jinx, then it becomes easier to win any tournament you want to win, or any tournament you want to go in for. Instead of waiting and you keep falling, because more or less to me it's becoming more or less like a cause or what actually is the problem. When it gets to March, April, that's when problem starts. Injuries, loss of form. Are they scared? That's the question. We don't know. And in transfer news, rumors, there are always rumors until they become permanent. There are rumors in that most likely Arsenal could sell Gabriel Jesus, Ika Havertz to fund Julian Alvarez. Fine. Get good players. That's me. As long as they can cope in the Premier League, Deadwood should be shipped out. The likes of Trossard, they've done their best. Martinelli, Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz to, if you want to. I feel he could be a super sub, but all these players just Ben White also let them go and get quality players, because if you want to win a tournament, you need those wonderful players. So, what do you think we can do about that? So, there's no need. There are players out there, and if the coach feels he can't do the job, let's go for someone else. Because Arsenal just has to win something, because it's been going on and on all this while, and it's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. So with Arsenal linked to Julian Alvarez, I don't know what they need to do, how they are going to do it, but the bottom line is they just have to do something about it. We just have to win something, and it should happen this season. Well, should I say this season has gone? Let me know in the comment section what do you feel concerning non-win. What should we do? Get new players, ship out old players. Let me know in the comment section players you feel Arsenal should sell. Because winning, look at Manchester City. If some players are playing, you look at the bench, you're still scared of the bench. You still have lots of good players. And now, look at what they did with Semenyo, with Guel. They used that push to push their team, and he sparked a new team, and they're up there again. So, so this will be on the part of the management. Something needs to be done about that. Try as much as possible to get those players that you need, get those players you feel that will improve the team. There's nothing like going for second class players. Oh, I want this on loan. That it's not the time for loans. Get good quality players. And the most important thing, spend the money. That's it. Because if you don't spend, you can't win anything. So basically, Arsenal is at this pivotal period. The pressure is high, domestically, even in Europe. Something just has to be done. The players needs to step up, and the match against Manchester City is going to be a decider. It's a time to think out what we have, or this is a time to move on from what we've done but the past 7 years. Just needs to be a change. Enough of these heartbreaks, enough of this problem. Arsenal will always be supported. Arsenal will always seem, the supporters will always support. It's now left to the players, the management, and the coach. Something has to be done. This game against Manchester City must be won. No question. No question. So let's take a listen to Declan Rice's interview after the Champions League match against Sporting Lisbon, where they played a goalless draw. Boring one. Because many of us are beginning to be scared. What exactly is going on? What exactly is going on? Emery used to be a fortress. Can't defeat any team any longer. Things has to change. Fine enough, 6 games to go in the Premier League. So let's take a listen to Declan Rice.
Of the Champions League. What's the overriding feeling at the final whistle?
Sorry for that. So the bottom line is Arsenal needs to be prepared for all circumstances. There's no excuse. There's no two ways about it. But all the same, thanks for listening. From all the news we've given, if you have any comment, you're free to give a comment, like, share. It goes a long way. This is Gooner Army. Come on, you Gunners. See you on my next video.